They're taking the first ball of the day. Lovely player to watch. They want to see off the first 20 balls and then start to work into a big innings. Gill will be at the non-striker's end first up.
Curran to get us underway. Nice to see some pace first up. This new ball should give some movement early and make the batter's life difficult. Dug that out well. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Great shot. At least one on offer. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. There'll be runs here.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Misses everything. Wow, that's missed a lot. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Going with pace now.
Coming into the attack.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. On that nicely, good defence. Was quick onto that in the infield. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Nice, solid defensive shot. In this format of the game, that over is as good as a wicket. Superb bowling.
Not such a productive second over. Bowlers reined them in nicely.
Rashid, the spinner, coming into the attack. Oh dear, 4 block shots in a row. This is making for a very uneventful over. Finds the fielder with that shot. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. There could be a couple if they hustle. Sharma drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will he reply?
Perfectly timed.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Cracks off the bat. Nice shot.
The short ball's picked up early here. Not the best delivery, but certainly was a good shot to dispatch it.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Doesn't beat the infield. Archer with a huge appeal. The crowd is electric right now. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. India 24 for none.
They've been working the singles despite the setbacks. Start of a good rebuild. 4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Swept away but finds the fielder. Could be close. That looks gone.
Right-hander out in the middle and just about ready to go.
KL Rahul taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Dug that out well. Shot, should be runs here. It's gone down. What a chance. Can't get that outside the ring field.
End of the over. The batting team are now 28 for 1.
Going with spin now.
The left armour is coming into the attack.
Followed the bowler. Lovely shot, racing to the boundary.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Well balanced, smothered the ball and through the leg side it goes.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there and it got what it deserved. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Went for the drive, complete miss. They'll get at least one here. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. That's the over. India are 38 for 1. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Nice shot. Runs possible. Gorgeous cover drive. Nothing to stop that.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. There could be a couple if they hustle. Great shot. At least one on offer. 8 runs added there. India are 46 for 1.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Nicely played. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Brilliant shot there.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Dawson shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. And caught deep mid-off with a simple catch.
New batter out in the middle, but starting from the non-striker's end, so we'll need to wait a bit.
Curran back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Nicely played. Runs one. Yadav ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Nice shot. Just a flick off the pads. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Out, straight to deep long on. Didn't have to move at all for that one.
Verma, the left-hand middle-order batter taking guard. He's got their tail up.
They'll get at least one here.
End of the ninth over. The batting team are now on 62 for 3.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Shot. Should be runs here.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Square cut. Finds point. No run. Caught. And that's stuck.
The right-hander, new batter out in the middle, ready to face up.
That's a solid shot. But on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
End of the 10th over. India are now on 69 for 4.
Strays onto the leg and glanced it nicely. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that. There'll be runs here. Rolled the wrists over nicely, down towards fine. Fielder needs to put their skates on to catch it. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
End of the 11th over. India are now on 77 for 4.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Perfectly timed. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. There could be a couple if they hustle.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Top shot that. Punched wide of extra cover, and that could be 4.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Yep. Nicely played. Yep. Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit. Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. They'll get at least one here.
Got onto that so early. The cut shots in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Shot. Should be runs here. Can't hit it any more sweetly than that.
Good return back from the deep.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yeah.
Driven through cover. Just the one. End of the over. India 104 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be 4. That's a solid shot. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. There'll be runs here. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Sunda, the lefty, is at the crease, just about ready to start. First ball for the batter, coming in.
That's right out of the middle of the bat. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Nicely played. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Into the 15th over. India are now on 129 for 5.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Swept away, but finds the fielder.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Sunda has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Chance to run 2. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Straight to the fielder. Worked away. It's a nice single. Archer back into the attack.
Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
Rashid sat underneath the ball and a fine catch. The floodlights didn't seem to worry them at all, but they certainly made it look easier than what it was.
The left-hander, the new batter in the middle, just about ready to go.
Well played, could be a quick single. Nicely played. Runs one. That's a solid shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. India are 140 for 6.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Oh, nice shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Just open the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. India 157 for 6.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here.
Yep.
Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Lovely shot. Got back quickly and finds the gap.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot. How will the bowler respond?
Late cut. Straight to the fielder. And gone. Brilliant catch.
Chakravarti, the new batter, right-hander, coming in down the order this match.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Rashid has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Reverse swept away nicely. Picked up on the line early and it's into the gap. They'll get back for at least 2.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. It's gone down. What a chance. Oh, my word. Fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch.
Right-hander out in the middle, doing a little bit of last-minute gardening. He's got their tail up.
They'll get at least 1 here. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Gone! Gully with an easy catch.
New batter, the right-hander taking guard. We're into the lower order now.
Waits for it. Crack! And that looks to be 4.
Avoided the fielders. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots.
And the innings comes to an end. England will need 180 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Some adjustments to the field. Here we go. First ball.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yes.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer. Was quick onto that in the infield.
End of the over. The batting team are now
Charmy coming on. Obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
comes into the attack.
Yes.
Nicely played.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though.
Yep.
Super shot, that.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Finds the middle, it won't find the boundary. Edged it, no one there. Could be 4. 9 runs out of there. England, 15 for none.
We're hovering around that 8 to 10. Mark early on. It's a solid start for the batters. A few moves made in the field.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. There'll be 4 more.
A strong area for them. Lifted it up and over towards the rope. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Yes.
Nicely played. Runs 1. Now it's a free scoring over for the batting side, taking advantage of some very poor bowling.
Power play half completed, and the batters are making the most of it so far. They're ahead of the required rates and going at a good clip.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. They'll get at least 1 here. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Nice shot. Runs possible. That's the over. England, 34 for none.
That's 4 down in the power play, and they're on track so far, thanks to some good running and good shot making.
Singh, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. This should be close. Charming sat underneath the ball and a fine catch. The floodlights didn't seem to worry them at all, but they certainly made it look easier than what it was.
Brooke, right-handed batter out in the middle, doing some quick final checks.
That's a solid shot. There'll be runs here. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. No, it hasn't stuck. Edged, unplayable, and gone. Brilliant catch.
Butler coming in, but he'll be starting from the non-strikers end for now.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. Straight to the fielder.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Chuck Gravati has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Shot. Should be runs here. There could be a couple if they hustle. Bowling fielders look really confident. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run.
End of the over. England are now on 48 for 2.
Driven through cover. Just the one. Can't get that outside the ring field. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Banton, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. End of the over, 2 runs added. England 50 for 3.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Nicely played. Nice shot. Runs possible. Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
End of the 9th over. England are now on 60 for 3.
Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be runs here. That's poor. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Brooke watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the over. One from it. England 61 for 3.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks.
Shot. Should be runs here. Massive outside edge. Big throw there, and it's on target. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, great shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes.
Quickly into position and a very successful sweep brought that boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. 14 runs added there. England are 75 for 3.
Well, there is a saying, you can't direct the wind, but you can change your sails. It might be time to accelerate if they want to have a chance still.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Just quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
Yep.
And a scamper through for a single. Good running. Some serious questions need to be asked after another poor over. First, how to stop the rot, and secondly, do you use someone else?
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Yes.
Perfectly timed.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Cover drive through cover point, 1 run.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Yes.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Over, England are 86 for 3.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
They'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Dives and takes a nice catch.
He's the new man in the middle, but for now, he's up at the bowler's end. He's got their tail up.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Yes.
Livingston ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Yep.
Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts and all the way.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. India need to put that one behind them and find a way to slow down the run rate.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down, and required rate has climbed.
Yes.
That's a solid shot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Could be close. That's out. Caught.
Jack's the new man in the middle. He wants to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early, and really get stuck into his innings.
Beats the field with a great shot.
Into the 16th.
Well, the fielder can only fetch that, hooked away to the boundary. How will he reply?
Sunda over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4. Shot. Should be runs here. They'll get at least 1 here.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Great commitment. Worked away. It's a nice single. Swept away fine. Should just be a single. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing you can really say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Bumrah coming back into the attack has done well so far. Flick down to fine leg for the single. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Bumrah finds the outside edge, but it goes through the slip fielders. That's unlucky. A great over and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters.
It's been difficult conditions all innings. The bowlers have tightened the screws even more so.
Sharmi coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Great shot. At least one on offer.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Yep.
Massive outside edge. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Brooke, fortunate there. 10 runs added there. England are 127 for 5.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
Edge, but it drops safely.
Have to go for it now.
Yes.
They'll get at least one here.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Edged, unplayable.
Yep.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. Might look to go big again here.
Doesn't beat the infield. That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.